Are you proposing taking away their guns, and how would this work?
I am, if it's a weapon that was designed to kill people on a battlefield. If the high impact, high velocity round, when it hits your body, shreds everything inside of your body because it was designed to do that. So,
again, that is what a bullet does.
if the high impact, high velocity round, when it hits your body, shreds everything inside of your body because it was designed to do that. So,
bullet that fires, it's like really hard. Like the bullets are not soft. They're not water soluble. They will like go into flesh, and like that totally hurts. Like when the bullet goes in, you're just like, OMG, because like that's what you say, and then well, I'm pretty sure there's blood.
that you would bleed to death on a battlefield, not be able to get up and kill one of our soldiers.
We know on many levels how the Democrats are racist because they hate, of course, they hate you if you're white and you're a Republican, you're a Trump supporter, unless you're a never Trumper. That's who they hate. So that's racism, but it's also prejudice because you don't stop and you don't ask them, why is it? Nobody stops and asks you, why is it that you want to vote for this person? What are the reasons why? And if you got into dialogue with that person, then you would find out Trump actually isn't a racist at all. None of his tweets are racist. So Amy Klobuchar, you're wrong. Even though you seem to be the most normal one of the bunch, you're wrong. You're completely wrong. I'll go through everything you can throw at me that you can try to prove that he's racist, and I will tear every argument apart. But this is how they're racist, and they're racist. It's interesting. It's about the whole gun thing, about the whole gun grab. And that's the bottom line. Of course, surfer dude Beto O'Rourke says that he wants to take away all the AR-15 rifles, right? So anything that's designed to kill a person shouldn't be sold. Well, okay, that's no guns, no knives, no hammers. You know that hammers used to be the number one instrument that they used, number one, to kill people. And gun wasn't number one. It was like hammer, knife, gun, or something like that. But it was like hammer was number one. Anything, you can kill someone with a piece of wood. Just hit them over the head. I mean, there's so many things that we would not sell. Oh, and pressure cookers and making bombs. And like the biggest massacre, school massacre in U.S. history was a bomb. And I think the one in Russia, 350 died, and that's the number one. That was also a bomb. That wasn't guns either. But that's a big, long list. And we're by no means number one or have had the most. But they're using every single massacre that they put it on MSM, make sure we know about them. And the massacres are awful, and my heart goes out. They're completely wrong. These people they should have realized these people were crazy. Nicholas Cruz, there were a million red flags right from the day he was born, okay? Everybody missed them, or the FBI has been trying to take down Trump, ignored them, even ignored his aunt that begged him, please. And the school should have notified the FBI because everyone at the school knew it because he would bring ammunition to school. They knew he was going to do it. But so we know, they make us know this, and they put this forward on all the newscasts. And this is the reason why we need to take the guns away. No, the reason why they want the guns taken away is because they're socialists. We know they're socialists they know this is what socialism does. They take away the guns, and then you get your dictator, and he gets all the money. And he's at the top, and everyone else is at the bottom. And even if you are a good little commie socialist, it's the same thing. He still will kill you if he doesn't like what you say. And usually these dictators are men, but I wouldn't doubt there might be a woman out there that would make a good commie dictator, socialist dictator. But that's what they do. They always take the guns away. And people live in poverty, and they starve, and they kill off the people by starvation, basically, who are weak, who are sick. So this whole thing about having everyone covered, everybody's medical is covered. This is how they are not going to pay too much money, because they're going to let the people who are sickly die. The people who are weak, the people who have illnesses that they'll end up dying from. There will be no cure because they'll let them die. That's what they do in these countries. Remember Charlie Gard and Alfie Evans, and they keep talking about how great the socialist medical system in England is, and that Prince was born at the same time. One of those little two boys was dying. I think it was Alfie Evans. Louis was born. And there were cures in other countries, but they just let him die. But that's what socialism does, you see. So why do I say, what is this racism? It's because it seems like the only thing that they really care about, and they make a big stink about it, and you know what they'll do is they'll turn it around. They'll turn this around, is when large amounts of white people are killed. And we never hear anything about the massacres that happen in New Orleans and in Chicago and Baltimore, all over the country. There are more gun deaths, and they're all minorities that are dying. But they never put that out there. They never make a big deal out of it. Well, these deaths also are illegal guns. They're all illegal guns. So they're okay if it's a minority and it's an illegal gun. The only thing they make a big deal about is that if white people die and it's a legal gun, but a lot of these massacres are illegal guns as well. But they'll say to us, see, this is the kicker. This is what we only are mentioning. See, we know guns are the problem, and we know that Black people and minorities are being killed all over the place, and there's more minorities killed by these guns. But the only reason why we mention and we make a big deal out of these massacres is because you're racist, you're white, you're racist, and that's all you care about, is if you hear. So that's the only thing that's going to get through to your head that guns are problems, is if you hear that white people are dying. That's it. That's what they're going to do. I just thought of that. I was doing that. I didn't even think of that at the beginning of it. I thought of that. That's it. That's how they're going to turn the argument around. Oh, boy. And you know what? Most people don't hear me. So that might happen. You might hear that on TV. They will turn it around. But I'm telling you, that's what they're going to do. They're going to, it's always your fault. It's always it's the white people, even though, no, slavery is not, it's the fault of all people that have ever lived on this planet. But they want to make it so white people bad. And the only thing white people care about is white people. So that's what they're going to do. Good night, everyone. See you soon.